Emily's telling me you should do a Swedish breakdown call out.
That would be so like for
That would...
me, it would be really fucking fun.
Hello, my name is Vic, and I will be the one interviewing you on behalf of Ultraviolet Magazine. How are you doing today?
Hell yeah. I'm good. Tired, but I'm very good.
Yeah, I think everyone's a little bit tired. Can you introduce yourself and throw us a fun fact about yourself that no one really knows, and it can be anything?
My name is Joel Holmqvist. I am the vocalist of the Swedish metalcore band called Aviana. And a weird fact about me was that I once worked as a chimney sweep.
Really?
Yeah, I went up on the rooftops and I cleaned the chimneys and all of that.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that was a job.
It's actually like it used to be a very high-end job in Sweden, like back in
Really?
the 1800s.
Oh
But
wow!
yeah, you get a belt that's designed by an old queen and everything. I didn't go that far though. Like I was only there for a few months, but it's like one of the coolest normal jobs I've ever had before.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. That's so that's so cool. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about asking that question. Is just right out the bat you can get something super super interesting about whoever you're talking to.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Well, let's get into this. Your upcoming album, Void, is set to drop on the 31st. So, first of all, congratulations. That's incredible.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And it marks a massive milestone for the band. So, how are you feeling as the release date approaches?
Very nervous,
Yeah.
mostly because Corporation did so well,
Mm.
and we kind of set the bar, in my opinion, quite high because we made such a big leap from like between Epicenter and Corporation.
Mm.
So very nervous to see like how this is being accepted by our fans and invited by like new fans, but also very excited to just release new music and actually start touring new music because we've been touring Corporation for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm super excited. I remember hearing you guys play when you toured with Thousand Below, and all
Yep.
the songs that you played were super awesome. So I'm really excited to hear you guys tour this new album.
Yes.
Yeah. Are there any unreleased tracks on the album that you're particularly excited for fans to hear? Maybe something that like
Um,
hits differently than what has already been released?
I would say Red Room because it's a softer song, and usually when I say softer, people bash me because it's always a breakdown in there somewhere that's very hard. But it's a very personal song to me because
Mm.
my nan died when I was on tour, and
Oh,
that
I'm sorry
song
to
kind
hear
of
that.
describes like my whole how I reacted to it and
Mm.
how I kind of like got through it. And I was beating myself up pretty hard because I wasn't home with her, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so that song is about that, and I think especially playing that song live is gonna mean a lot to me, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
that one I'm looking forward to a lot.
Yeah. I'm very sorry to hear about your nan passing away.
Thank you.
Um, yeah. I know that can be really difficult. Do you mind, since you mentioned if you don't mind going into it, and if you don't want to, that's all right.
Oh,
What
no
kind of
worries.
inspired the name Red Room?
So I was sitting in a red green room when I got the call.
Oh.
So it was kind of like the visualization of where I was physically at the time when I
Yeah.
got the call.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Because the song was supposed to be called something else. I don't remember the demo name for it, but I changed it last second just because I wanted it to like not be too straightforward about what the song is about.
Mhm.
If you haven't heard me talk about it, then take it the way you want it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say before you mentioned like kind of what it was inspired by, I thought the name Red Room was just I was expecting it to be you to say it was like a super heavy song.
Yeah.
Just
No,
cuz
it's the most soft one on the album for sure. So
oh,
like well, again, don't take me by my words because there's a breakdown in it. And yeah, when I used to say that about Anomaly, people started bashing the shit out of me because I wrote now I
Well,
fucking break down in that song too.
well, come on. I don't think there's ever been a metalcore song where a soft metalcore song that doesn't have a breakdown.
Right? There
Yeah,
has to be one.
exactly. It's metalcore. It kind of has to have one.
Yeah.
Following up on my previous question, when you approach a new album or a new single, is there like a theme or kind of emotional thread that you try to weave throughout the tracks?
Yes,
Yeah.
and no. I mean, like we're of course we're trying to make something new.
Hmm.
And I think the Void is the first time we've kind of tried to revisit the both the feelings and the sound, especially from Corporation, because we felt
Okay.
that Corporation is where we want to sit, or close to at least, when it comes to like how the sound and how the songs are built, and structured. But
Okay.
coming to like lyrics, for example, this album is a lot more me reflecting on death, which is such a dark topic. But the last few years, like I've had so many family members dying, of because of like old age, and
Yeah.
I've had pets dying, and like it's been a lot to kind of digest. And for me, writing about what I'm going through is what I'm writing about. So like this being leaning towards the corporation vibe, but with I guess fresher lyrics, what I'm going through right now, or what I went through the past year.
Yeah. Is that kind of what inspired the title of the?
No.
No.
Um, so the fuck, I can't say this because I'm gonna spoil like a huge thing about the album, but
We
um,
can hold off on uploading this until if you do want to talk about it. You don't no pressure, but
the thing
we
is,
can.
it's an Easter egg, so I really
Oh.
don't want to like say it at all. So there's
Oh. Okay.
um, but yeah, there's parts of the album that has to do with shit, I can't say it in a good way without because I'm the words. I spoil everything. Um, no, so
No pressure if you don't want to.
yeah, the name Void is a continuation in the kind of backstory behind Aviana as a band and like the whole imagery we're doing. So we're continuing into something new, and what that new thing is, well, you kind of have to wait until the next album to kind of figure that out.
Okay.
So hopefully just a few years, but if we're doing the same long pause between writing, it's gonna be 3 years.
Okay. Well, you mentioned stuff about the band, like Aviana as a whole. You guys have like your masked like backing band. Why did you pick those names of like yeah of your bandmates for the backing? Or is that sort of like a little lore teaser thing as well?
It it's a lore thing now.
Yeah.
The 100% honest answer to that question is that we realized that we need something instead of the actual members' autographs.
Oh,
So
okay.
we started looking up what we could use as that. So we found this tablet of moon glyphs, and under each glyph, it had a name under it. So we were super not going deep into anything, but we just chose the coolest looking sign that had the coolest name to it, and so it became Death, Dark, and Fear.
That Oh my god, that's so cool.
I mean, we were just Googling a bit, but yeah.
No, that's such an interesting thing, and that actually kind of answers the next question that I was gonna have. If like you guys went in with the idea of creating lore, or if it kind of just happened.
There, so Lore has been around the band since Corporation.
Okay.
I think we could have delivered it a lot better because there is a lot of lore in the music videos, but since like looking at our budget we had on that album, we couldn't really like deep dive into either the lore or like we tried to like make something in between lore and performance,
Hmm.
and um, yeah, it didn't go like as well as we wanted it, but there is a bunch of lore that's written down that we at some point are gonna like deep dive into because I love it when bands do that, and
Oh,
I think our lore is pretty dope, but
yeah.
we just haven't like actually pushed it anywhere.
Yeah. I agree with you when they say like I love when bands do lore like that. It's so
Yeah,
interesting. I can't wait to see what you guys, cuz you guys have that super cool like vibe with the masks and everything like that. Like that's
yeah,
awesome. I'm so excited to see um what like where you guys are going.
yeah. It's gonna come. We just have to figure out how to deliver it, pretty much.
Nice. Nice. I'm excited. So outside of music, were there any books or films or real life experience, we talked a little bit about that, that played a role in inspiring the sound or the feel of the album?
Hmm. I think I'm always gonna answer like Interstellar, just because I
Mm.
love that movie so much. And
Mhm.
I mean, I stole the poem for Rage on the last album, and this album I've stolen some Edgar Allan Poe poems instead, because I've been like deep diving into his poems recently. You can hear like one of the poems in Evermore, because I just took that and I fucked a bit with my voice just to make it not sound like me reading the poem. Um, so I'm like movies and soundtracks. I would just say like anything epic. Like I really like it when like I always cry watching Interstellar. Like I hate that scene when the guy watches his kids like growing up in front of his eyes, and like having those impactful kind of musical parts I think adds a lot more than just having chuggy guitars, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned Edgar Allan Poe. I just want to say he's like one of my favorite authors ever. I love
Hell
all his
yeah.
stuff and kind of like his dark and like gothic, and I don't want to say like I guess theatrical or dramatic. Totally kind of goes
Very dramatic.
yeah, yeah, totally kind of goes like hand in hand a little bit with the kind of vibe that you guys have going with Aviana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that poem. Um, I just stumbled upon it the first time, and then I just started deep diving into all of his work, and it's like everyone knows Edgar Allan Poe, but not
Mhm.
everyone knows Edgar Allan
Yeah.
Poe.
Mhm.
So it was interesting. We were actually in a bookstore in Brooklyn, and I found like this huge collection of his with all of his poems. I don't remember the name of the library, but or it was a store, but it looked like a library. But it was cool to just see that I've spoken about him, and all of a sudden I'm starting to see his work.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I was actually there's a couple bookstores near where I live, and they have like the like a collection of all of his work, and I want to get it
Yeah,
so bad because I've
yeah,
read, you read the popular ones like The Raven, The Telltale Heart, or whatever, but then there's like the other ones that people don't necessarily hear about, and they're so cool.
it's actually the Raven that's in Evermore. I just
Oh,
took parts of that poem. Yeah,
nice. Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome. No, that's incredible. Um, So I've noticed that you also do photography. Is that correct?
yep.
Oh, sweet, sweet. Me too.
Oh yeah.
What kind of like photography did you start? Like, do you do?
Wow. I started out just taking portraits of friends,
Nice.
and then I started leaning a lot into doing video work. So I started doing like ads for smaller companies, and then all of a sudden I got a job offer to go shoot e-commerce campaigns
Oh
and do
wow.
like clothing brands and stuff. So I've
Oh
been
wow.
doing like a lot back and forth. Now I moved back to my hometown because I met my girlfriend, so I decided to stay here with her.
Mm.
And ever since then, I've just been like editing. So I'm working from home
Oh wow.
with right now, like I'm working with a company that does like they go to zoos and carnivals and stuff and do like, especially now it's October, they do like horror nights and stuff. So
Oh,
I'm running around filming and doing content for them for yeah this whole month, which is super fun.
that's so much fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So what's your go-to camera gear?
Sony always.
So okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't. I started out with Nikon,
Okay.
and
Oh.
whilst doing like a lot of like the e-commerce stuff, like Canon has always been like the industry standard for that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But since I'm leaning a lot into video, I do Sony, and then I've got the Sony. This is the Sony A7 IV, and I've got the Sony A7S III.
Oh
So I've
wow.
got like the photo camera and the video camera for it, just because I'm a tech nerd and I love having a lot of cameras.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I shoot Canon. I shoot Canon, I will
It's
say.
it's better than Nikon. It's
It
better
is.
than Nikon.
It is. It is. Um, Emily is telling me that she loves Sony and that they are the best
Yes.
cameras ever. I can't say
Yes.
I fully agree with her, but I think that they are very good.
When you start like looking at like the specs, when you come down to like low light photography and stuff, Sony always wins. Try it.
Unfortunately, I
I'm not
think I have
saying
to
to change
agree.
now, but try it.
Yeah. I, I I personally just have a problem with the interface. Just it's confusing to me.
The old one sucked. The old one was very bad. The new one is way better, but yeah, like Canon, I think Canon has always had like the better one, but
Yeah.
the old one was horrendous from Sony.
Yeah. Well, well, it's good to know at least we both don't like Nikon. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line. I think that's the one thing Canon and Sony users can all agree on is that we don't like Nikon.
We don't go there. Like
No,
we
no.
it,
I,
it,
I would
that
like
like it's
some.
a good sports photography camera, I guess, but like
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
I would
uh,
just like something that doesn't look like it was shot on a potato.
exactly.
um, so does your background in photography help shape some of the visual aspects of the music, like the promo shots, music videos, or stuff like that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I got my hands all over the place, which
Mm-hmm.
is like our April, our photographer in the US, she's sometimes scared of showing me what like the show pictures from yesterday, just
Mm-hmm.
because she knows I'm very picky with
Yeah.
how I look on social media and like my idea of how photos are supposed to be taken and all that. And she's still learning, which is super cool because she both like takes a lot of inspiration from what I tell her, but also looking at her like newly creative mind, she like actually does so much cool shit as well.
Nice.
But yeah, like music videos, I'm there. I usually write the script for pretty much every single one,
Mm-hmm.
and like for the vast majority of the old ones, I was filming them too
Oh
when I
wow.
wasn't in the actual shot. So I was taking on a lot and I was editing them, and that broke me. So I'm not doing that again ever.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I can imagine that would be super super difficult.
It was a lot because we did like 9 music videos on Corporation.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a lot.
Yeah.
Um, does that like visual kind of part of your brain, almost the one that knows how these visuals will work, does that also like affect your writing process at all? Like when you think about the visuals, does that sometimes affect the writing process of the
That's
music?
a very good question. Um, I don't think so, because I'm like when I'm writing, I think like it's like you're switching on like a different part of your brain where you're very focused on creating music instead of creating visuals.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like if I'm listening back to a demo, I usually get the idea for the music video because like
Oh wow.
you get like pictures of like this would look very cool, and
Yeah.
then yeah, you spend days just writing scripts instead of actually writing the music for it. But like yeah, like I think it works like the other way around. But yeah, it
Okay.
like they're connected somehow.
Yeah, that's really cool. Um, are you along going on with the writing process? So, do you does the backing band contribute to like any of the writing process, or is it just you?
It's just me and well from the band, and then I take in 2 producers. So I take in a guy named Vojta from Prague
Okay.
who does the majority of all instrumentals,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I take in a drummer he's from Sweden as well, Fabian, who he plays in pretty much every single band in Sweden. So like I
Okay.
know I can trust he's writing like that part of him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because the other members aren't really that interested in writing, but they do a lot like surrounding the band.
Okay.
They do a lot of like internal work that doesn't really show,
Mm.
but they're they got a pretty hefty weight on their shoulders that they're pulling off. So like I think pushing them into being in a studio would just make them stressed out because they have
Yeah.
a lot more shit to do as well.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. That's really cool because then
Yeah.
it's like a little mosaic every time you make a song.
Yeah.
Mosaic of a bunch of different musicians. Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
they of course like they always have an input. Like if I send them a demo and they're like, "This sucks, dude," like I'm not gonna use that. So, but that hasn't happened yet,
That's good.
fortunately. So, yeah, I'm very excited that they trust my instincts and my writing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. The collaboration is always like really, really important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about some other so like music adjacent stuff. So you guys are Swedish, and you've already collaborated with another Swedish artist, and we'll jump to that in a little bit. But
Yeah.
that being said, are lyrics in Swedish something that you guys would like to explore in the future, or think you would explore in the future?
Um, yeah, I've thought about it. Our friends in the band Normandy did that on one of the songs, I think 1 or 2 records ago, where they like halfway through a song they switched from English to Swedish.
Mm-hmm.
It was the exact same lyrics, they just switched the language,
Oh, nice.
and I thought that was very cool. But then again, it's very cool for Swedish people,
Yeah.
but not really for anyone else.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like some part of me would like like, I'm proud of being Swedish. Like doing something more like to show that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like such a win or lose kind of thing. I feel because it's like it could be a cool thing, or people could just be like, I don't understand what he's saying. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So I don't
understand.
know.
I know, like, um, Emily's telling me you should do a Swedish breakdown call out.
That would be so like for
That would,
me, it would be really fucking fun. But for everyone else, it would be yeah, it would be weird. But then again, like if someone's actually interested in like translating what I'm saying, that would be a fun thing. But
yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
usually change out some call outs
It,
just like internally for
nice.
like all of the other bands just because we're making jokes about it. But
Nice.
maybe I should just start doing that in Swedish just to throw people off.
You should. You should. um, to add on, are there any like songs currently released that you would maybe hope to release a Swedish version of fans to hear?
Ooh. I think like doing Anomaly just because it's so chill and that would actually kind of work in Swedish as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, like it would be weird. I realized because we did a Swedish cover for a company called Suicide Zero.
Okay.
So we were like 10 bands who did these covers just in Swedish.
Okay.
Um, and like all of the winnings went to like their like Suicide Hero, like that kind of
Mm-hmm.
company. And I remember like screaming in Swedish throws me off to the point where I barely can scream.
Oh,
Like
really?
singing is fine, but yeah, like the technique kind of falls apart because I'm just overthinking actually pronouncing like Swedish words compared to like
Mm.
American or English words.
Okay.
Um, so it would be fun to try it out, but I think it has to be like a softer song just because like I might actually hurt myself trying to do
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Oh my god. And
it.
you mentioned earlier you didn't know if like other people were willing to translate it. I know for there are a lot of people, at least in Canada because this is where I go to most of my shows. There are people who enjoy stuff like French metal and Japanese metal and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
I'm a
really
huge like baby metal nerd. I really like their music a lot, and like
oh.
again, yeah, of course, I don't understand shit. What like we've been, so we usually listen to their like albums when we're just having like a long drives because everyone gets hyped about it.
Mhm.
And everyone knows the lyrics by now. We don't know what they're saying, but we've listened to it so many times that we actually know them.
Yeah.
Um, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we could try doing that just for fun and see like how people react.
I think you should. I think that would be at least just a little fun thing to even just post on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um all right. So apparently Emily told me that when you get when at a New York date on a tour with Make Them Suffer, you said you screamed the entire set while you were sick and did no cleans at all. Is that true?
Yeah, I was having the worst like man cold, but I was having the worst fever ever. And it was my birthday that day too. So like
Oh
my day just sucked because I everyone went to Empire State Building and like were sightseeing and I was promised a cake from Make Them Suffer and I was just laying sleeping in our RV.
no! Oh no!
Um, yeah, that show was so bad, and I didn't have any voice. So for me, usually when I get sick, I lose my speaking voice and my singing voice, of
Mm-hmm.
course, but I can still produce screams. So
Mm-hmm.
we were doing like during sound check, we were just seeing like, can I pull this off? And it was like, I can't, but I can scream the whole thing. And I no, because we skipped Anomaly, which is like barely like only cleans on that song.
Mm.
Um, so that was a shorter set too. But yeah, that was a very, very horrible date for to me. And
And
that's
on
on YouTube too, like the full set, I think.
and on your
Yeah,
birthday too.
on my birthday, yeah.
That
Uh,
the birthday
that
part is
was
kind of the most diabolical part of this
I
whole
know,
thing.
cause like everyone's been sick on tour, like you kind of have to push through it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like we've never canceled a show just cause anyone's sick. Like we just take a bunch of painkillers and then we just it's 40 minutes,
Yeah.
so like we can survive it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
Definitely.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
birthday, like I was very excited to celebrate my birthday in New York, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man. Oh man. Well, sure.
there's
I'm
always next
sure.
time.
Yeah, there'll be more.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, on the topic of touring and stuff like that, you guys are about to kick off your headline tour in November this Europe. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What can fans expect on this tour? Is this the band's first ever headliner tour?
No, I think this is the third one.
Oh, sick.
We did a very small one back in like 2018,
Mm-hmm.
before like the band changed and all of that. And then we did a headliner for Corporation, which also was a bit smaller than this one. Um, so yeah, we've done it before, and we kind of know how to handle Europe when headlining, which is like it's very different from the States, for example. So like
Yeah.
it's still a cool thing, and it's very like we usually look at the states and be like, this is where we're gonna focus from now on, because like the way we like everyone in North America accept us and invite us over, like it's very different from Europe, even though like Europe has been our main market for a long time.
Mm.
But yeah, we're very excited, and we're bringing on a whole new production which we've never done before. And we have a lot of crew for the first time ever. So like this is the first
Nice.
tour we can actually just hang out. Usually it's just us and maybe two people. So like
Wow.
yeah, we're very excited for that. But we're bringing along everything we got this time, and um very excited to see where like during production rehearsal to see everything actually unfold, because I've only seen like the light setup, for example. I've only seen like 3D pictures of it, so I wouldn't see it like actually going on a stage. So yeah, I'm very excited for Europe.
Yeah. I remember seeing you guys when you toured a Thousand Below. That was pretty cool too. Your
Yeah,
production stuff
that's just
was.
our like normal small LED bars that I actually program everything on it. So
Oh
like
wow.
very picky with that shit too. And I've been talking a lot to our lights tech, and he's like, "Can you just let me do my job?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, but like the past like 3 years, I've been the one doing all the lights, so like I'm
Yeah.
trying to just relax for a bit."
Yeah. It can be difficult when you've done it for so long, and then trying to like relinquish the job to someone else is like,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's I just like now looking at it, it's so positive because again, we have so much time to just relax
Yeah.
and just breathe a bit, and especially like surrounding a album drop, we have a lot of other stuff to do surrounding it. So
Mm-hmm.
like we yeah, I'm very grateful for having him.
Nice. Nice. So considering that this tour that you're going on is a Europe tour and you have toured North America before, like how do the North America shows compare to the shows in Europe?
I would say that Americans, they are there to really show their appreciation, which is, don't take it wrong, because Europeans do that as well, but Europeans can be, even though they're very, very great fans, dedicated fans that have been around for a long time, they can be a bit sleepy, I
Totally.
would say. And that's just like a very, like, especially Sweden. I'm always terrified of playing Sweden because Sweden is the country of people staying in the back with their arms crossed. And like I'm
Ah.
one of those people, so I'm not gonna say anything. Like I don't remember the last time I actually went to a show. So I'm like I'm part of the problem. I know this. But yeah, like Europe is very, it's very hard to, I would say, make Europeans move. I think is
Huh.
the, like the one thing I think about every time I compare like the US and Europe, because we've always had such a good connection with North American or American audiences. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, a bit more stiff people, I would say.
Yeah, that's really interesting to hear, and I've only gone to shows in Canada and the U.S., so that is quite an interesting take to hear.
It really depends on what kind of lineup you got, of course,
Yeah.
of bands. Like if it's Polaris or Architects, like of course, like
Mhm.
it's bigger venues. It's a very different feeling. But
Mhm.
us like playing these 400 to 600 cap venues now, like it's a step up for us. So we don't really know what to expect, but
Definitely.
we're still very excited for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so awesome! I can't wait to like see it through social media and stuff like that.
Hell yeah,
And I
yeah.
hope you guys come to North America because I would love to see you guys again. So that'd be awesome.
We're coming back. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. I just
Oh.
realized.
Oh.
But yeah, we're coming back 2026.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's so sick. That's so sick.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
best of
very
luck on
excited
the
for that.
Europe tour, and I hope you get people moving every night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's my main goal.
Yeah. So do you have any vocal warm up techniques before you like go out and start screaming?
I just do like n normal singing warm-ups. I
Mm-hmm.
use a YouTube, no, not YouTube, a Spotify playlist that's called Jacob's Vocal Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been using that for years and years and years. And before that, I used Sen of Screaming,
Oh,
just
her.
warm ups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melissa.
Yeah.
And I didn't really find them to like stick with me
Ah.
as well as like normal warm ups did. So I went back to like doing normal warm ups.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just do normal lip trills and ah ee ooh stuff.
Nice. What kind of like what screams do you like doing live? Like
False chords.
false chords. Nice.
Yeah, always. Like I don't really know how to do fry screaming, so
Oh wow. Okay. That's sick.
I tried it. Didn't like I just don't know how to like I know how to make it the sound. I just don't know how to like actually produce it like
Mm-hmm.
higher.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
so
I
hard to get
just
into the fry register.
yeah, so I just stopped. I just like I know my thing and I'm gonna stick with it and like maybe sometimes I'm gonna actually sit down and learn it, but
Yeah. No, I completely. Yeah. If you know what, and I mean, if you know what you're doing, and like, it sounds really, really good.
thank you.
Of course.
I
Of
try my
course.
best.
Is there something that you just cannot live without on tour?
Um, so it used to be, especially in America, it used to be these cookies from Walmart. Like it's a blue, I don't remember the name of them, but it's a blue package with like normal chocolate chip cookies. And this is the first tour, or the last tour we did with Thousand Below was the first tour I didn't buy them like once a week because the tour before that I gained weight just because of
Oh,
those cookies.
are they
Um,
the chips? Are they called Chips Ahoy? I'm pretty sure.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah. Those are good.
Yeah,
Those are good. I don't blame you at all.
like it's drugs to me. It's so bad because I can finish one of those like those family boxes within like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
No,
So
they're
that's
addictive. They're addictive.
Yeah, that's one of the parts that I couldn't live without, but I kind of forced myself to. Um, but yeah, otherwise, like we drink like Gatorade pretty much every single day just to stay like actually hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
So Gatorade and water, I would say, like is the most like we can't live without this.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. Gatorade's really good.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good. I drink it a bit too much too, so like chill with that as well.
Yeah. Um, I have like a couple fun questions for you. So, how many breakdowns is too many breakdowns?
Uh, oh, that's a hard one. I would say like past four would be like it would start being confusing. Up until four, I would say it's very fine. Or are we talking like one song or just through a whole set?
One song.
One song, yeah. Then four. Four would be too much. Like I want a breakdown for every single song if I'm watching a band, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah, four would be a bit too much, maybe.
Yeah. um, if Aviana was a horror movie, like the band, if you guys were a horror movie, what would you guys be? Or any like kind of horror, mystery, thriller, whatever.
Mm. Wow, that like I'm just going from like by myself, like my personal view. The only good horror movie, in my opinion, is The Woman in Black,
Oh,
starring like
okay.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay.
Um, so I would say that one because that one really gives me the chills. Like I'm on edge throughout the whole film, and I know it by heart by now. But yeah, I would
Nice.
say The Woman in Black.
Sick. I haven't seen that one, but I have heard good things about it.
Look it up because it's actually I'm not like a big fan of horror movies
Mm.
because you usually kind of know what's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
that movie actually made me shit my pants. Like it's so bad. It's like it's actually so scary.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's good. I like movies that I like horror movies that actually scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do you have a guilty pleasure song? It can be metal, it can be anything.
Ooh, I have several. Do you guys should know Sarah Larson by now in the States, right?
Definitely heard the name.
I think so. She's a Swedish artist doing like pop R&B stuff, and
Mhm.
her music is usually my guilty pleasure. And then like I listen to a lot of like 1940s music, which is
Really?
kind of weird. Yeah,
Wow.
it's soothing, and I think that's like it's not a weird thing. I just like it. And then I've gotten way too much into country music the latest like year because the States.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's also a very like I usually start my morning with country music these days, so it's
That's
a
so
nice
funny
chill
to
day.
hear from a metalcore artist.
Yeah.
I feel like so many metalcore people who just enjoy metalcore shit on country a lot. So that's really
Yeah, I know.
it's really
The
fun to
fun
hear.
thing, like what I realized from I was just listening to like the Spotify playlist like with country music is that the lyrics nowadays are very like metalcore-esque. Like it's so some of them are very depressing and like dark and it's just not about trucks and beers. Like
Yeah.
there's actually so much else happening.
Mhm.
Which made it like a bit more interesting to listen at like to be honest because it's a lot more like layers compared to like the trucks
Yeah.
because I don't understand trucks. I think they're cool, but I don't understand them.
Yeah, I think country music I have heard of like a shift toward back towards like kind of pre 9/11 country music because
Yeah,
pre 9/11 was all right. Post 9/11 became all about like yeah.
being American.
Yeah. Yeah, and not in the like
Good way.
yeah, not in
Yeah.
the good way.
I would say like looking at like Dolly Parton in like that kind of music is
Mhm.
very good.
Mhm.
And yeah, that kind of country I really resonate with, I would say.
Yeah. What kind of got you into 1940s music?
I think it was me just growing up. I grew up a lot with my nan and pa, and they
Mm.
like them listening a lot to like that kind of music because that was what they grew up with. It kind of just suits me because like I don't know if it's like a nostalgia kind of thing or if it's just like puts me back when I was a child kind of.
Aw.
So it's yeah, it's like if I'm having a bad day, I'm definitely just putting on one of those playlists on Spotify.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's cool.
lovely. Now, I think we are getting towards the end of our interview, so is there a message you want to give to any artists who are just starting out?
Ooh, always keep on trying, do your thing, but also listen to the ones that have been around for a while. Because even though you might think that your idea is the best idea ever, it might have been done before, and take a tip.
Yeah. Ah, some really wise words.
I've tried to help a few bands out, and they went straight like their own path, and it didn't end well. And I
Hmm.
told them it wasn't gonna end well. So like I've really been around because like I especially in Sweden, there's not a big wave of metal bands anymore, and
Hmm.
like the ones that are coming up are trying like super old like black metal kind of,
Yeah.
and that like whole scene, especially in Sweden, is kind of dying out. So like I've been
Yeah.
trying to help them out and be like, hey, try writing this. I know it's modern now, but like it's gonna work for you.
Hmm.
But yeah, they listen to someone and ask a question. Like I think I the vast majority of questions I get in my DMs, I always reply to.
Hmm.
So like send a DM to someone, even though you think they're not gonna reply, because a lot of us do.
Wow. Yeah. It's good that you're helping out bands like that.
Oh hell yeah! I wish someone helped me out. So
Yeah. I feel like there's, I don't know if it's the same in Europe, but there's seems to be a lot of ego here in like North America among bands, which I think is
there
also sometimes
used
just
to
a
be.
product of North America. But
It used to be like I remember I was talking to Eddie from Imminence about this, and because we used to be like we've been friends since like 10 plus years back. But even though we were friends, we were still like kind of colliding because we were in like rivalry bands, like we tried to beat each other. And I think at some certain points, because there was like a lot of bands involved in this kind of circle, at some certain point it just switched and we just started helping each other,
mm-hmm.
and like the whole mood just became such a different thing. I think there's always going to be like rivalry because
Yeah.
you're always going to either look up at another band or look at them and being jealous. Um, that's always going to exist. But I think that we became a lot more friendly towards like all the other bands because like you want to be friends with people. Like why start feuds when like, it won't help out with anything.
Yeah. Definitely. And I just, you mentioned imminence, and I completely glossed over this when I was talking earlier about
No, no.
what was it like writing with Eddie from Imminence? Because you guys have a song together.
Yes. So we never sat down together at all, which
Really?
is very unfortunate. Because he was our tours were kind of overlapping, so we never
Hmm.
got the time to actually sit down. So I sent him the demo of World's Pulse, and I was like, "Hey, so I've pre-recorded everything. This is the part I need you to do, and if you want to do it and you have time to do it, please do it, because we have to deliver it in like 2 weeks."
Wow.
So he actually rewrote one of the last parts where I only put screams, and he started singing over those. And like that part, I think elevated the
Yeah,
whole song. And
definitely.
he recorded the violin as well, which is it has to be there if Eddie's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like a quick conversation between us because I was like, "Hey, you owe me a favor because I did the feature on your deluxe version of the Black."
Yeah, that's
Um,
right.
yeah, so I was just telling him that you have to do it now, and he was like, "Oh yeah."
No,
Um,
yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, and he's an absolute sweetheart, and he was doing it so quick, and the turnaround was so great, and he was
Nice.
actually elevating song, which is like a huge plus when you have a feature on it.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. What was it like to work with another Swedish artist?
He's easy. Like he's very like straight to the point, and like if he like I think we're very like-minded, me and Eddie. So whenever I have an idea, it's like, cool, let's do that. And whenever he
Nice.
wants to change something, I'm like, hell yeah, do it.
Nice.
Like we're very Swedish that way that we don't really we don't really fight about things. We just like let's try it out. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But everything I did and everything he changed worked out very good together. So we're very excited about that song.
Amazing. And I have a question. Are you wearing an Imminence hoodie right now?
I am.
Nice. Nice. I saw the little designs on like the shoulder and I
I
was like,
yeah.
I think that's Imminence.
I think I stole like 3 hoodies when we did the Europe run together with them. Um, I only find this one now. I think my girlfriend stole the other ones, but I haven't seen them in a very long time. But I still got this one, which I'm happy about.
Nice. Well, sorry for the jump back there. We're just having such a good
No
conversation. I
worries.
totally glossed over it. Now, because we are almost at the end of the interview, is there something that you would like to say to the fans of Aviana?
Thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing to listen, and I am very excited to show you our new album.
Yes. Yeah. I'm so excited to hear it. I'm sure so many other people are excited to hear it as well.
I hope so.
Yeah. And, well, that does kind of conclude the interview for
No,
today. So, thank you so much, Joel, for taking the time to talk with us.
thank you so much for
Genuinely,
having me.
of course, such a good time. So, everyone go get ready for the release of Void by Aviana, dropping on October 31st on Halloween. That's awesome.
On Halloween, yeah, that was a very happy accident, actually. So very excited to release it
Nice.
on 31st.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Joel. Have a good one.
Thank you, you too.
Also, I'm sorry about jump scaring you before.
It's super fine. You almost did it again, but I saw your small screen starting to get there this time.
Hey, if it happened again a second time, that would have been better.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's lovely to speak with you, Joel. It was a very fun interview.
Very nice having you in my screen.
Have a good one.
You
Have a good
too.
one.